We were in Orlando for a volleyball tournament, and we did a taste test with it and without.
A couple times.
There's a difference. There's a big difference.
What?
Number 94 is the Analemma wand.
Ooh, okay, this is where it comes in play.
Yeah, this product is amazing.
Okay.
Period.
Me? Okay.
Don't drop it.
It's okay, so when we were in Orlando,
make me nervous.
my
I know.
mom, she would bring it. It's like this one thingy that you just get in and then you
So
just
why don't you
spin
why don't
it.
you tell everyone your example of it?
So basically, me and my mom, we were in Orlando for a volleyball tournament, and we did a taste test with it and without.
A couple times.
There's a difference. There's a big difference.
What do you notice?
It's like easier for it to go down your throat, and it kind of has like a slight bit of like a different like taste.
Does it feel lighter or heavier or lighter?
Like, that's how it's easier for it to go down your throat. And if you try it, trust me.
Well, I guess one of the things that the gentleman said was if you use moonlight to energize it.
It's wet.
Yeah, I would just use it.
Okay.
Then,
Only on full moon nights, though.
Yeah. And we told Angie, our oldest, and she's like, well, yeah, duh. We're like, how do you all know all this stuff?
Yeah, well, it's because we're like into that kind of stuff for like moonlight.
But
and all
here's the
that.
thing. So let's clarify a couple of points. This is really, really important stuff. So we got quite a few comments on YouTube about this. Does it work for tap water? Yes and no. Give me a
I'm
minute.
pretty sure yes.
You want to take over?
Yes.
Floor is yours, honey.
Take that microphone away.
Seriously. So with tap water, now you have bromine, fluoride, chloride, chlorine in tap water. So
in America. Well, in South Florida. I mean, everywhere is different.
It cannot remove
but it
chemicals.
can restructure.
But it can restructure the water, but it cannot remove chemicals. So if you are not getting a water bubbler, give me a minute, please. Back
I
up.
just am thinking about something.
If you cannot get a water bubbler or Crystal Springs water like we get, right? Or if you don't have
and we are assuming that we're doing the best thing for us. So.
But the point is, if your water isn't chemical free, you're not going to get the full benefits from it. So you may need like a 000 or some kind of Brita type of system that's going to get rid of all the chemicals that are in the water.
Through carbon?
And then
or charcoal?
Through charcoal, right? And then from there, then you can restructure your water once those chemicals have been removed. So you have maximum benefit. But it's really important to understand, and that was one of the first questions I asked in that episode, and that someone else said, well, if it doesn't clean up tap water, then what's the point? Here's my point here. If someone can afford that, and because they're not necessarily, I want to say cheap.
But it's a whole lot cheaper than all the other
I know.
structured
so
water.
Versus having to get a $5,000 system, right?
Well, okay, but I went to the person's house, had this unit that they put water by to structure, and it takes however long. And then in another episode, we were talking about structured water, and it's like a $5,000 unit. Yeah. And it's like, you could have this for under $200 and take it with you.
So,
no, that's my point.
No, that's my point.
No, that's my point.
Is that you have, versus spending $5,000 on a system.
And you can take this with you.
$180 plus. If you're going to buy that, buy a Brita and it's $60. So all in, you're less than $300 and you have the water that you need.
However, if you do have two of them, make sure that your wife does not take both of them with her when she goes away.
Because like my mom, she would keep one of those in her fanny pack. She has like a small one. Yeah, well, no. She has one where it's like she takes it with her everywhere. So, I think 1 or 2 times you took both of them with you.
Yeah, well, we were in Orlando for 5 days.
She took mine. So anyways,
so watch out with that.
And those guys are up to something really important. And now here's something else that I remember the most where I was like, wow, they had done an amazing job of just sampling water all across the globe. Oh
gosh. Yeah. And their cucumbers that they talked about.
Yeah. And what they had done was of all the sources, only 2 they found were pure. So the water that we're drinking, folks, is really polluted or just not optimized for our body right now. So it does need to be filtered out. That's an important point.
And the gentleman we had on was Dolph and Dr. Eric. Dolph Zantig. Zantig?
Yep.
And Dr. Eric Larakar. I'm not going to pronounce Laraka. Do you remember when I was in college and I was in sports medicine program, many people in my class would ask me to pronounce things just so they could get a really good laugh.
So anyways, they were great. They were awesome. We use this product every day. It's one
Allie
of the
has something to mention.
best investments we made.
Yes. Now that you're letting me have time, I can't think of
Well, when we were in Orlando too, I took a picture and I put it on our Best and Brightest of Healthcare 360 Facebook page group. Woo!
Yeah.
I took a picture of all the items that I brought with us when we were away in Orlando for our 5 days. And, the wand was one, Neuromints, Clean Slate, I mean, the whole like gamut. So I'll put a picture here of all that stuff that we brought with us. And it was really cool to be able to travel and have all that stuff with us.
Yeah. I love it. And mine does not leave the house. What I do.
This one's yours.
Here's the other thing too.
Oh yeah. And the big jug. No. Before you get there. So we have Crystal Springs, like 5-gallon jug that we use. And so what we do is we wand the big jug. And so then the rest of the day or a couple of days, however long we have that big 5-gallon jug, which isn't very long. It
lasts like 2 days because we're in a family of 6. Like it lasts us a little bit of time.
And whenever you all are drinking it, you don't realize that it's already been wanded. And our dog's water's wanded. Not our fish.
Yeah, my parents are kind of obsessed.
Oh yeah, I do.
It.
I do fish because I do it in the jug
it's
before I pour it in.
It's important to drink out of a glass jar, folks.
Yes.
Oh, mine's glass.
Yeah. It really is.
I mean, we just do our best. Do your best.
Yeah, do your best. But if you can do it, is our recommendation.
So basically, now that Mom said fish, I finally remember it. And if you like don't really believe us for like how water's polluted, there's always like this one time every year where we would use water for our fishes, and they would all died like a day because we use that water if we clean it.
Yeah, we don't use that water.
Yeah, so
yeah. But Jaws is still alive. That's good.
I'm really amused watching you two go at it.
Barely.
Barely. Okay, he was barely alive.
My mom
seriously
saved him
competing
from
for
me,
microphone
not
time
gonna
right
lie.
now. My God.
He was living in an inch of water in your bedroom.
I kept on refilling it.
Save me.
I was
Do you
busy.
see my ears, everybody?
I was
my
busy.
word.
Okay.
Feel the pain.